Hey Greenie, good morning. How are you? So I think I'm gonna be so screwed for this tournament, man. Um, I didn't bother farming any of the earlier tiers for the ultimate weapons and stuff. Um, I, I'm quite worried to see how my performance would be. I think we go with attack and scout. Sort out the bots. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. And you know, I have trouble with the ultimate weapon dissonant run for tier 18. I think I really need second wind mastery. Hey Rob, how are you? I hope you're doing well too. Good morning to you. Alright, let's see. Now, what are the ultimate battle conditions today? So, tank ultimate, basic ultimate, fast, range. So there's just going to be a lot of ultimates. There's going to be a lot of bosses as well. So for sure we will need the damage. Let's get the flame bot cooldown done first. This is for the overcharge. I think we bring the range to, let's say 80. That should be enough for just having a bit of EHP. I do need a bit of Thunderbot to help with yeah, I would need a bit of Thunderbot for stuns as well. So we go with max here. I think I need max duration. I think this is fine. The bot range can be a bit smaller, I guess. Let's say 70 meters. And then we need the M bot. Now the problem is I'm not sure if I would be able to have enough range. Sorry, if I have enough medals for this. Can I do without the Thunderbot? There is no skip decay, so if I switch off my black hole, I won't risk getting pulled in by the enemies. So Greenie, I have all the bot plus except Thunderbot. So what I'm thinking is I do without the Thunderbot, and then I just go with M-bot and bot and just focus on damage, because my attack speed should be sufficient to juggle the enemies. Which means that I don't need to worry about the you know, putting the Thunderbot to go off right as my black hole ends. And towards the end, of the run, I think past 1,000 waves, all the enemies are going to be having their battle conditions up almost permanently, so I don't think I would need to worry about like my black hole falling with a ranged enemy inside or something like that. Yeah, I think that makes more sense, huh? Okay. I should just go full damage for today. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we get the flame board. The flame board bug is still on, yeah. So we don't need to worry about the damage reduction portion. Let me just deck out my import first. Okay, this is done. Now I need to worry about the range. So, you know, for starters, let's bring them up to 60. See how I get along with the meadows first. 92 meters, that's enough. I think this should be enough. Yeah, we have a little bit of amplification as well. I think this would be fine. Right, I need to respec here. Now, I've been really liking Singularity Harness. I'm wondering if I can replace Singularity Harness with Pulsar Harvester. Just for the added bot range, you know. But that being said, it's tournament. Enemy scaling is quite significant in tournament, so I think this would be better. Hey, you know what? Let's not think too much. We just do the tournament. We get as many waves as we can, and then we you know, get back to doing the other stuff. Actually, AFK, no, hello, how are all of you? Rob as well, hello, how are you? Hope you're all doing well, man. Hey, my coin says 589. Let me take a screenshot of this so I can send it to the actual 589. Okay, this part is done. No, I'm good. I just woke up, just having my coffee at the moment. My brain's still a little bit drowsy from yesterday. I didn't drink or anything yesterday. I was just racking my head over trying to get the tier 18 ultimate weapon thing done, but I don't think I can do it. Specifically, I'm missing second wind mastery. I think if I can get the second wind mastery, it should be pretty easy. No. Okay, we need some cash bonus. We need some level skip. I think we don't need the recovery package. Health, I think 3x would be fine. We need 2.2 on the op size. Yep. Damage would be where the rest of my coins would be. So we need attack speed for the juggling. Okay, and then I think we can go for like 3.9 on Ren armor. Thereafter, so I'm sure that at this kind of EHP, it's going to be a boss that breaks my wall at some point. I don't need more EHP than this. Overcharge would not be an issue when I'm dead. So I think we just go for more damage. No, it's only 3 levels, not worth. Oh, why did I click on cells? Well, anyway, let's click on cash bonus. Yeah, I think this about sorts out my coins there. Okay, we are not using enemy balance today. And then we go with everything else. Very nice. Okay. So tournament modules set up. Attack and scout chips. And then yeah, I think my bots are set up as well. I'm just wondering if I should lower my echoing shot and get more multiplier. You know what? That's too much effort. I think we should be good to go. Let's take out the range card and get started with the tournament. Oh, right, I see. There are new overheat conditions. It's my first V28 tournament. So skip decay, skip reduction, tower decay. Okay, so it seems like the EHP penalty is worse than the damage penalty. Additional elite spawns, additional fleet. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. We just do the tournament. Okay, we pull the ops in. Oh, the ops are already in. Now we put out the range. Okay, we complete our level skips. Alright, we are done. Increase my damage. Click on the range. Yes, I click on range. Shockwave to 2.65. And I believe we are done with the setup. Am I missing anything? No. So now for the target priority, range ultimate is the most dangerous. So I think we go range fast and then closest. Yeah, I think that's fine. I need CF plus. I need my poison swarm with the stuns on. Oh, Greeny, you couldn't tank a shot after 2650. Very nice. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, I think I'm going to die before wave 2000. That's very nice. It means that, you know, tournaments are very short. Once again, just intro sprint, be done with it, and then move back to regular farming. Or dissonant unlocks now. So I'll show you guys what happened yesterday. You know, I was releasing some videos, right? So I did the health dissonant, I did the attack dissonant, and then I tried the I tried the ultimate weapon one, and oh my goodness, bullet damage is trash. But the more important thing is, so there were 2 runs. This was an EHP run. I could probably have extended it to wave 3.5k. That was it. This was a, you know, when I went for like basically the build that I'm using now. I got to wave 3000. So by the time we reached like wave 2.7k, I was taking chip damage from the enemies. I'm not sure what happened. I think it was like a combination of the fast enemies just flying straight to my tower, or the ranged enemies getting shots off. I don't know where the damage was coming from. I tried slowing down the game speed, but it, you know, I couldn't see it. But yeah, so, you know, I would have liked to make that 4th video on the ultimate weapon disco run. I just couldn't get it to 5k. Ended up wasting my whole night. But I think between the two, because we will be taking so much chip damage, the appropriate way to go for the ultimate weapon disco run is to run with 2nd wind mastery. So hopefully, you know, how many stones do I have? 366. After next week's tournament, I should be able to afford 2nd wind mastery, and if I save my gems between now and then, I can gem rush a couple of levels and hopefully try to bang out that that milestone. So that ultimate weapon disco run, it's probably going to have to wait till next Wednesday before next Thursday before I get it done. Is there a way we can see our total echoes in the run? Okay. Yeah, we can't see it. But that's fine, that's fine. I mean, it's just tournament. It's not really my main focus. There's so much to do at the start of the version. I would rather focus on just unlocking all the, you know, PvE stuff. I've always been more of a PvE than a PvP player. And it seems like this was... Okay, so whatever build I am using now, I think if we replace this with magnetic hook and this with space displacer, that was the disco run for utility that I was using. The space displacer seemed to help a lot, but I mean, I was still taking chip damage. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's like back to their old, you know, the old version of this game where fast enemies just teleported. That could have been one of the reasons. Like it was, everything was moving so fast and there was so much going on the screen. I just couldn't tell what was hitting me. Actually, AFK, yes, I do agree with you, man. It would be nice if we could see our echo bonus. Oh, and I saw the announcement today in the tower Discord thing. Someone posted that, was it the Discord updates? Yeah, Ice Tato. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened in the Discord chat. I mean, I knew that there was some drama going on, but it seems like people were really very unhappy and sending very unacceptable or engaging in very unacceptable behavior. You know, honestly, I feel like yeah, it's alright to be disappointed, but man, it's just a game. Some people take life too seriously, man. Okay, so we, you know, so far, I don't think we are going to have any issues, right? The decay is still the same, so we would have the decays all the way up to 1400 waves. I think we are going to start facing some difficulties around the 1800 wave region. So I think the, you know, like the funny thing is that at the end of the day, this is a game on resource gathering, right? And two things matter in this kind of resource gathering game. The first thing is that, of course, we need to acquire more resources. So when they scale the multipliers from 5x down to 3x, it affects everyone. Right, so it's understandable that players would be upset that, oh my goodness, I'm basically, you know, getting 60% of the resources that I would normally get, and so you feel cheated. That's fine. The second aspect of a resource gathering game is that it really does not matter how many resources you gather. It only matters how many resources you gather in relation to other players, right? And the thing is, the scaling affects every single player the same, so it just means that you play the game for an extra 40% more time to reach the same level in terms of your resources gathered. Which, you know, ooh, should I gem rush my bot? No, I need to gem rush second wind mastery. I need to be patient for a few days. Yeah, so to me it seems a little bit I guess majority of the player base, or people who are complaining, they would understand that, yeah, you know, I'm upset because I get less resources, but I think what really matters in this kind of game is not how many resources you gather, but how many resources you can gather in relation to other players. Because if you can make more resources than another player, and like your base level is more, that scaling is still going to result in that you will have more coins than the other player. So your overall ranking will not change. And I think some people might be, especially if they are in the early game, it will be like, oh my goodness, I need to get this intro sprint mastery to complete the disco runs, to get the resources as quickly as possible, or the buffs as quickly as possible. Now, we can do like some simple math, right? Very, very back of the hand calculations, right? So let's say you have intro sprint mastery. Intro sprint mastery saves you 2 hours per run. If you go from wave 1 to wave 1800 without intro sprint, it's about 2.5 hours. With intro sprint, it's 2 hours and it's about 20 minutes. So you save about 2 hours and 10 minutes per run. Now if you multiply that by 4, that's 8 hours. So basically per tier, you take 33% more time to complete. And I don't understand why people are saying intro sprint mastery is super goated because of that. I mean, yes, it makes you complete the milestones 33% faster, but then if you compare it with GT Plus, not having GT Plus versus having GT Plus, the coin multiplier is something like 30x, which means that 1 day of farming with GT Plus is equal to 1 month of farming without GT Plus, and people would be willing to forego GT Plus to try to get this intro sprint mastery. I don't see the logic in that. And yes, exactly, you know, so by the time you get intro sprint and you max it out, you would have already been done with the disco runs anyway. Like it's like Go math. You are not factoring into account the opportunity cost of you getting that card mastery. It is good if you can afford the card masteries already, and you are, let's say you are labbing 5 masteries, you have the capacity to do that, and then this patch hits and you realize you need the intro sprint mastery, then yeah, okay, go for it. But first, get your economy up. Bobs, hello, how are you? Yeah, so I guess what I'm saying is that with intro sprint mastery, it is a 25% increase in your overall farming speed. It's you save 2 hours per run, assuming each of this dissonant runs take 8 hours without intro sprint. You get it down to 6 hours. That enables you to get 1 extra run in every day, which is a 25% increase in your overall speed, right? That is nothing compared to a 30x with GT Plus. You're enjoying the disco runs quite a bit. Yeah, I am too as well, Bobs. I just suck with the ultimate weapon. Once I can't complete it. And Peter, hello, how are you? Good morning to you. The weather in Melbourne today, let me check. It's pretty cold. I mean, I woke up feeling a little bit frosty. It's 12 degrees Celsius at the moment. Let me convert that to Fahrenheit. It's 54 Fahrenheit at the moment. To me, this is very cold. I like it though. It's very refreshing if I go for a run at this temperature. But the first 5 minutes is horrible. It's just miserable. Have I managed to do a farming run yet? Yes, so typically I spend my days doing the disco runs, and then my nights I would do a farm run. My current farm, as you can see, without the attack, defense, and ultimate weapon dissonant, my tier 18 gets me to 11,500 waves already. I don't need to go any further than that. I had to stop my run early today. I'm not sure how many waves I would get. Maybe I would be able to get to like 13,000 with all of this additional damage that I'm getting. It's taking you about 6.5 hours for one disco run. Why is that new? Is it because you have your intro sprint mastery is not maxed out? I suppose wave skip mastery would be very useful as well. It would save you some time. But man, enjoy the journey. It's not the destination, it's the journey. You know? If it takes longer, let it take longer. It's fine. So I really haven't been focused on, some people would have run the intro sprint through the first, I don't know how many tiers, just to get the stacking bonuses. I cannot bring myself to do that. It makes sense to rank better in tournaments, but yeah, I don't have the time to sit in front of my game for like and redo it for every 20 minutes. It would be nice to have those bonuses though. I'm probably going to regret not doing it when I look at my tournament position today. Oh, you don't have intro sprint mastery? Yeah, okay. See? And you're still enjoying the game, right? No? That's the good mindset to have. I mean, we are still making it out alright. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad at this stage. I mean, enemy health. Oh, right. We should start seeing my health and my damage get reduced now. Is that how it works? Yeah, I just saw my damage go down. This is very nice in the sense that we basically just need as much of every stat as we can, the way they have made it, right? And also, one thing I noticed about this dissonant runs is it really highlights the importance of having good economy. And you might not, especially if you're in the early game, you might not notice this, but you can't be one-dimensional as a player anymore with dissonant runs. If you are good at EHP, you would be wanting to stack more EHP, but the ability for you to stack more EHP depends on your damage now. And likewise, if you went very heavy in damage, you would want to stack more damage, but the attack dissonant run requires EHP now. So I really like the way they have done it. It just makes sure that every player is, I guess, well-rounded in that sense. We also can't go very heavy into, say, chain lightning damage at the start. Some people would want to go very heavy into chain lightning damage because then maybe it allows me to squeeze into legends a bit quicker. Oh, you can't really do that, because if you wanted to do a utility dissonant run, you need to have good everything else in order to do the ultimate weapon dissonant run. So I think it's very nice. This is a very nice update. And this kind of, this kind of playstyle really goes back to the original of this game, where back when I first started this game, everyone was saying that, well, econ is king because econ allows you to pivot across different strategies. Over the past few versions, maybe that would have been muted a little bit in its flavor, but now definitely it's back. Okay, let's check out the bracket. Fire looks like it's going... Oh my goodness, I hate you, Fire. Okay, so I think we get second place. And we should be happy with second place. We are not a greenie. So we should be fine with second place. Yeah, Bobs, that's what you did the first day. Now doing 3 to 4 5k runs a day and farming overnight. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I think I can only get in 3 disco runs a day. Maybe if I did the earlier tiers and didn't have to think about like swapping the setups and stuff, it would be a bit easier. Oh, my wall broke. Okay. Yeah, damage is really dropping now, huh? Ended up moving down from tier 20 farming to tier 19. Went from 2.8 per hour to hitting 10k an hour. That's awesome, Bobs. So I actually moved down from tier 20. No, from tier 19. No, tier 20 to tier 18. I'm currently doing tier 18 farm runs, and my coins per hour has, I guess in terms of proportion, it's very similar to yours. So I got slightly over 4x in my coins per hour. I would like to go for the tier 19 milestones. I just don't think I can do them. Really, all I need at this stage, I think, is second win mastery. With the second win mastery, I should be able to make very steady progress with the higher tiers. Yeah, Greenie, I figured you would be setting like 3 hours and 50 minutes per disco run. Doing the early tiers, true, so I don't have to switch setup. So that would mean that, let's see, it's been about 4 days. So you would be up to like tier 6 or tier 7 now? Renry, yes, I completely agree with you. We can't be brainless anymore. We can't just follow a specific build because everyone's build is different. You actually have to think through the strategy. Well, in the later tiers, yes, you would have to think through the strategy. In the earlier tiers, you can, especially if we are quite progressed, it's very brainless. It just feels like I'm doing it for the sake of getting the bonuses. But in the later tiers, like for me, trying to get the setups right for tier 18, I felt that it was the right kind of challenge. And you know, even though I didn't manage to do it for the ultimate weapon one, I really enjoyed it. It kind of reminds me of back in the day when I first started playing this game. I didn't realize that there was a community Discord for this, so I was just basically figuring out all of the different game mechanics on my own. reminded me of that, and I really enjoyed that strategy aspect of this game. Doing low tiers and not having to worry helps, yes, definitely. Now, I'm not sure how progressed you guys are with the ultimate weapon type of things, but for my stage of progression, EHP I get to about 3.3k. Damage I get to about 3000 waves in tier 18 for the ultimate weapon dissonant runs. It's quite challenging. Oh my goodness, I'm doing trillions of damage now from Qs. Wait, so does our damage just go to 0 at some point? Noah, hello, how are you? So what is my attack level now? Oh, okay, so it's currently at 4800. So stacking damage multiplier is, I guess, mathematically less efficient than stacking the ultimate weapon damage multiplier, because this number, so every damage percent that we add gets stacked onto this thing, but then it reduces our overall levels, so we lose out some damage there. I guess at this kind of health, I'm getting one shot as well. Yeah, so as predicted, you know, I think we should be... Oh, did I defy? How do I even see my defies now? No, I did not. Oh, okay, so my damage is still in the queues. I thought I was in trillions of damage now. We are still able to tank a hit from the overcharge, I guess, but it's chunking our wall quite significantly now. So far, so good, man. I mean, let's say I get to, you know, I'm going to make a prediction that I would get to about 2000 waves. Wait, I still have second wind demon mode nuke. Okay, let's say 2.1k waves. I think we can get to 2.1k. Now, Pulsar Harvester must be very, very strong in the current meta, because it reduces enemy health and damage. So I think Pulsar Harvester is going to be the new staple. At some point, perhaps we might not even need project funding anymore. Maybe the restorative bonus with Pulsar Harvester would be a stronger option. I'm not sure actually. Maybe we might still need the damage. Now, it would be interesting to see how many waves I lose. Before the patch, before version 28, I am quite certain that with these kinds of battle conditions, I would be getting to somewhere around 2. I would say 2.2, 2,250 waves, thereabouts. Maybe if I'm lucky, 2.3k. But fast ultimate, I think I've only gotten above 2.3k once. So let's say 2,200 waves. I mean, at most it's a 200 wave loss in tournaments. Not too bad. But enemy health used to be able to get to AC with fast ultimate. Currently it's only 8.71 AB, and we are already taking hits and stuff. If a commander comes along, I think I should just pop my demon mode. Or even if there was an overcharge, I should pop my demon mode. Save the energy shield charges a little. Oh, no worry, you're doing good. You make 400 trillion per tier 12 run. That's awesome, man. Keep grinding, eh? Take off wave skip for 1975. Okay. Wave skip, wave skip. Oh shit. There we go. What's on 1975? I'm guessing that we would now get a saboteur instead. Nice. Alright, we can slot that back in. Oops. Haha, we've got the greeny tech today. The greeny tech. Maybe we would be able to get to 2100 with the greeny tech. Okay, we got our first defy. I think at the end of the day, EHP meta is probably going to be where tournaments are headed towards. Based on this. The damage penalties on health... the penalties on health are more. However, defense percent scales exponentially. So, if they reduce our health, each point of defense percent becomes more valuable. Much more valuable. So I think it's going to pivot towards EHP. No, it only takes me 2.5 hours, 2.5 runs to get 1 Q coins. Nice. Soon it's going to take you 30 seconds to get 1 Q coins. And soon you get like hundreds of queues per minute. Oh, Clouded, can I get a whole yeah? Kristen, hello, how are you? And how are you, Clouded? Looks like you're very happy today, Clouded. We're chilling now. We're chilling. We got to above 2,000 waves. Easy. This game is easy. Look at that. We beat fire as well. Oh my goodness. Am I ready to clear tier 21 4,500? Hey, it's from Crowbar's Guild. Crowbar's Guildie. Did fire just like, you know, pretend to die so that I would just give up and then he can overtake me? Or maybe fire, what happened to fire is that he did not have the greeny tech and there was a commander. Is that what happened? More I guess more than likely it's they are just waiting for me to die to see how many waves they need to get. I'm going to do intro sprint then jump out. But Kristen, don't jump out the window. What you talking about? Oh, you mean quit the run? Okay, I thought you woke up on the wrong side of the bed again today. Oh, Kristen, I was saying earlier, for context, I tried 2 runs in the ultimate weapon tier 18 dissonant runs yesterday. So this run was EHP. My EHP sucks. I don't have the second win mastery, so I died at 3.3k waves. I tried like full send damage, basically tournament setup. I only got to 3,000 waves. By the time it was like 2.7k waves, I was taking chip damage from I don't know what. Every now and then, like every couple of seconds, you just see a chunk on my wall, and I don't know what was hitting me at all. So I think we really need to go for EHP. And maybe we might even... So the problem with the ultimate weapon Disso runs is that we don't have death wave health. So our health is a lot weaker. And we don't have the black hole damage mitigation. So our health regen requirements also become a lot stronger. So I think the only way to really deal with that problem is to just have second win mastery. It's time to quit the game, yoo-hoo. Quit the game. No, Kristen, no. Don't quit the game. Peppy, hello, how are you? And my lifetime coin is about just under 7S at the moment. John, hello, how are you? How did the echo feel for my build, Clouded? What echo? So my labs aren't very developed. I don't think I'm benefiting very much from the echo labs at the moment. I think the plan would be between now and next Thursday, I just get I save up all my gems, I save up all my stones, and then I get second with mastery. And for now, between now and next Thursday, I just bang out the earlier labs. When next Thursday comes along, I bang out the earlier tiers. When next Thursday comes along, I gem rush the first 4-5 levels of Intro Sprint Mastery. Hopefully that's enough to get me to the point where I can clear tier 18. Oh, that was for AFK, I see. Not until I'm Spotlight Plus. Oh, until you're Spotlight Plus, Andy. Spotlight Plus is nice, man. It's really nice. Yeah, I saw your ultimate weapons the other day on stream. Yeah, you are constrained by your stones at the moment, Clouded. Alright, what do we have here? We're still getting close to 2100 waves. I think we are losing about 100 waves in tournament. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, this next 100 waves is going to bring enemy health close to the AC region, right? It's like from 100 to 800. We just lost second win here. Yeah, I reckon we're chilling. We're chilling. It's easy second place. So again, let's see. Yeah, so Fire is still moving. Perhaps what happened to Fire is that they just lowered their game speed. I'm actually thinking after this run, with the bot plus, I think I should try to do tier 21. Get the tier 21 milestone. Oh, Krista and Greeny, do you guys think I can get the tier 21 milestone at this stage? I'm just under 7S. Oops. Just under 7S of lifetime coin. But I think with mbot plus and bot, we should be able to complete it. You didn't have that much when you did it. Okay, then let's get the tier 21 milestone. That way we have the 10% lap speed. That would be very nice to have. Oh my goodness, everyone else is doing echo runs and I'm still doing milestone. Let me edit the title then. Tournament run plus tier 21 milestone. Tier 21 and tier 21 milestone. Save that. And you know the nice thing about the milestone run? It's 500 waves less than the dissonant run. Oh yes, now that it's the morning, I need to, I guess, switch this back down to 6x so my cells don't run dry for today. Oh, we are actually still able to get to 2150. Nice. I must be getting very lucky with my def defies, huh? 5 def defies already. Oh, there goes nuke. Okay, we're almost dead. Clouded. If we ignore substat or lab or range mastery, at what degree of Spotlight Plus or of Spotlight is it good to move to Spotlight Plus? So it just depends on your coverage, Clouded. It depends on what you feel comfortable with. Spotlight Plus gives a damage buff, that's for sure. However, it's not like, if it's for tournaments, when enemies have such high health and you have such low damage, damage is not going to matter too much. Your ops will do most of the work for you. In farming runs, or for tier progression in general, it's all just the ELS. So, you know, you could very well get away without the Spotlight Plus and still do fine. You will know when you need Spotlight Plus in the tournaments. At some point, with all your damage buffs on the raise and stuff, you will notice that they are still going to pop off on you. And at that stage, that's when you need the Spotlight Plus bursty damage profile. Before you get to that point, I think, yeah, you know, just work on the angle and eventually prepare yourself for the Spotlight Plus unlock. Okay, we died. Killed by overcharge. Okay, let's just quickly scroll through the stats. Attack chip is actually decent. Inner landmines. Oh wow, smart missiles do more damage than inner landmines for today. Yeah. Where's my chain lightning? Oh, chain lightning 1.5380. Okay, cool. Done with the tournament. And yeah, as expected, I think fire would beat us today. That's should not be a surprise. So we go to tier 21. Is there any sort of things that I need to ban over here? I think we take out the cash, we take out the bounce shot. We don't need any EHP in tier 21, so we just go with these two bans over here. Yeah, we go full glass cannon for tier 21. Now, if I remember correctly, for tier 21, I should use enemy balance so that I get more bounce shots. Yeah, so we put in enemy balance here. Is there a situation where now I think we go with Singularity Harness as well for the extra damage buff. Shrink Ray, there is knockback resistance, so I think Shrink Ray would be useful. Kristen, should I use Space Displacer in place of OA? Because Protector Ultimate's a little bit of a problem for me. So I think if I go with like a smaller range, running Space Displacer would be a pretty good option. Just for stunning the enemies. We should have enough damage multipliers from everything for OA to not be a problem for us. So if I went with something like this, we should be good. Go with the wormhole redirector, Clouded. Yeah, I mean, check out the Thorns and Defense Absolute. We're gonna tank shit in tier 21. Yeah, you know what? Let's just try this out. Let's just try this out. Sorted out over here. Do I want the summon chip? Yeah, I think we go with summon and attack. No. That's just going to give me too many tanks at the end. So we go with Scout. Yeah, let's just go with Scout. If I remember correctly, at some point, tanks are going to have a lot of health. And I won't be able to kill them. So, having the Space Displacers just giving me a little bit more crowd control, that should be useful. And, yeah, I think let's just go. Let's just go. Wait, I need to bring my range down. Sort the ops in. Put the range cut back on. Okay, and we're done with the setup. Now let's do the perks manually. Some stuns are on. Oh, Rob, are you here? Nice, man. 2186. How many waves did I get? I think you beat me. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Rob, you got me by one wave. Shit. What the hell, man? So Rob just sent me a screenshot. He died to the same overcharge, but he got to wave 2186. Clouded says, I wish you would tap me like you tapped that mouse. What? You wanna do a little bit of a whole yeah? Now, I think early on, because of how frequent the overcharges are, I should turn off my poison swarm first, so that it gives me more enemies to hit. Perk requirement. Now, what is the... I just realized something. Now, I think the appropriate thing to do would be to max out my range now. So we use the space displacers for the tanks. Right? We use the space displacer mines for the tanks and for the bosses later on. But I don't want the tanks to be smashing into my wall. But then, then again, we have so many overcharged enemies. My wall is basically never up. So it shouldn't really matter, I think. Clouded, no, they spawn every 5 waves, and 2 fleets spawn every 5 waves. It's really, really good for reroll shard farming and module levels. And if you are one of those like Christians or Greenies in the game, you would be able to farm this tier, which is insane. Yeah, let's go with this first. Now, I would be surprised if I can even make it past intro sprint on this setup. Perhaps I should turn on my poison swarm stun after all. The name of my guild, Singapore. There. Singapore. My guild is a very early stage of progression guild. Take chain lightning. Why? I don't need the damage at the moment. Cash bonus is good. We are running project funding. We should accumulate the cash early on. What chain lightning and spotlight bonus are two of the best you can get. You will get trillions of cash. Huh, okay. Okay, double perks. I think we go with just damage. Might as well take the coins. Might as well take the coins. We take the damage again. Let's get rid of the green perk. Take this. Take this. Take the cash. Take the cash. Take the cash. Take the cash. Alright, we're decked out on cash now. Is the cyclone hitting us? Or is it just you guys? I think it's just you guys, but it's been really windy this past few days. Like my building has just been swaying left and right for like 2 or 3 days. It feels like I'm on a boat. Take the damage. But stay safe, Clouded. I think we take the damage. We take the swarm size. See, Kristen is thinking to himself, oh my god, this guy takes cash. Now he doesn't have. Ooh, let's take black hole duration because Kristen said spotlight bonus is the best. It's a heartbreaker run. What's my previous best for tier 21? 3,400 waves, Peter. 3428. I think we take the GT bonus. Predicting 4250. What, you can't give me the 4499? To be honest, I don't think I will be able to get the milestone. But you know, if at first we don't succeed, let's take this. The slow would be nice. Oh, there we go, we pop second win. Demon mode's gonna pop soon. So it's not exactly that I'm lacking the damage at the moment. It's just I don't have any enemies to bounce shots off to hit the overcharge enemies, and there are so many of them. So yeah, I think we take the damage. We take the spotlight bonus now. Okay, what does that bring my spotlight bonus to? 522x. To be fair, I should have done the attack and ultimate weapon dissonant runs for tier 21 first before attempting the milestone, huh? Alright, we got the chain lightning as well. And we take the pound shots. We take the orbs. Well, let's get the smart missiles. And bounce shots, okay. Bounce shots. Alright, I think we are decked out on damage now. We've taken all the damage perks. Right now, there's just so much going on the screen that I don't know what's going on at all. Let's get more landmine damage, I guess. If I remember correctly, the last attempt on the milestone, I lost my intro sprint at wave 1100. So currently I don't want to jinx it, but we are almost at the 1800 region. We've still got second wind, we've still got one energy shield. Things are looking good. Landmine damage. Oh yes, and I need to take off my auto demon mode. Okay. Let's collect our rewards for the day for playing this game. Oh, I need to do this last mission. Alright, medals are important, guys. So, Greenie, I'm sure you haven't tested this, Christian, so I'm going to ask it to Greenie. Greenie, if you're still here, have you fiddled around with Thunderbolt Plus? I'm curious to know the plus effect on Thunderbolt. Does it affect overcharge? Because overcharge has quite a high mass. I think it would slow down the attack speed of the overcharge and maybe raise by a very significant amount. But also, Thunderbolt uptime is, it's less than a 33% uptime. I wonder how consistent that is in being up when an overcharged enemy is actually on the screen. If you could provide some information on that, that would be awesome. With that overcharge lived for quite a while. It feels to me that the Poison Swarm stun is actually doing more harm than good at this stage. Because it's slowing how many enemies get to my range line. But I actually need the bounce shots. And combined with the inner landmine explosions, I think I'm actually having too many stuns. Well, let's just take this then. Let's see how we go without the Swamp Stun for a bit. Since we have second win anyway. And I think I'll switch the Poison Swarm stun back on when tank enemies start taking a while to die during tank ultimate. Commanders have so much HP. That commander took so long to die. Let's check the tournament again, see if anyone overtook me. Okay, they didn't. Yeah, see, Fire is 2.5k. Oh. So if Fire is 2.5k, and only highest with 4553. I'm guessing they found tier 21 to 4.5k waves. John. Haha, second place, what a noob. Yeah, I'm a noob. I'm a noob. You mean you just realized? But you know, I really like the coin gains now. I'm sitting around like 20-21 Q per hour, and I can really make like a click of coin enhancement every night when I do my overnight run. I got less waves than you and still got first. Maybe choose better brackets. Yeah, I mean, you know why I'm getting bad brackets, John? Because I bet you every night before you go to bed, you have this like I don't know, dark altar at your table, and you pray that I get into a bad bracket and stuff, right? You pray for my misfortune before you go to bed. I can feel the negative juju on my shoulders. On one side there's you, on the other side there's Christian. Oh my goodness. Like, people have the angel and devil speaking to them in their ears. No, I have the bad juju from you and Christian on my shoulders, you know. It's there's no good stuff coming out. It's only all the bad stuff. You get the thumbs up. Hey John, how is your dissonant progression? Which tiers are you up to now? I just got everything to 1800 and 9 things at 5k here and there. Wow, that's still a lot more than mine, man. Honestly, my runs have not been... I've not really been very focused on it. You can see the number of dissonant runs that I've done. This thing's horrible. These things were horrible. Just figuring out the strategy. But I really need to do the tier 19 utility dissonant. I don't want to farm tier 20. It's sorry, tier 18. It's less shards. Probably slightly better coin, but it's very long, the farm runs, and I hate quitting a farm run early. I reckon the run from now on is going to be fairly uneventful until we get to wave 3000 or so. But with MBot Plus, we are going to be proccing so much more bullets and chain lightning as a result. And then with Bot Plus, we have that extra amplification. Zach, hello, how are you? Have I had to drop a farming tier since the new updates? Yeah, so I mean, before the update, I was doing tier 20 and tier 19 farms. Now I'm farming tier 18, mainly because I haven't done the utility dissonant for tier 19. I should be able to get you know, at least like 4k. I don't know, maybe 4k is a bit of a stretch. Maybe 3.5 to 4k on the utility dissonant for tier 19, but I don't think it's better than tier 18 at the moment. So I think the plan is from now on, just clear the earlier game stuff, get the dissonant bonuses up, and then eventually just move into tier 19 and eventually tier 20. Currently at 2084. Why does everyone want to beat me? Why are you guys so competitive? Leave me alone. 2185 is the number you need to get to. If you get to 2186, then you are basically robbed, you know. Beat me by one wave. Ultimate sign of disrespect. Take a screenshot and send it over to me. I couldn't clear the dissonant at tier 18. Yeah, I cleared the three of them except the ultimate weapons. I can't do that. I need the second wind mastery for that. Oh wait, hang on. For the utility, in tier 21, no, in tier 18, I died at like 4.8k waves. I was very stupid. I forgot to, so you know, I banned this perk for some reason. So I was struggling with the damage towards the end. Normally you farm tier 19, but your highest multiplier is tier 17 right now. Yeah, it's the same for me. Tier 18 is currently my highest multiplier. Down from, you know, back before the update, it was tier 20. That was the highest multiplier. And it's awesome. Like we get more coin for easier waves, so we can, you know, take coins out of our damage and stuff and funnel it into coin multipliers. So it just helps with the overall progression. I think for farm runs at the moment, the best thing to do is just work on the coin enhancements. Just work on go boxing the utility stuff first. So that way we are making as many coins as we can. I might have to drop my ELS from 1.5 down to 1.45 or maybe even 1.4. Take all of that coin, pump it into econ. You really like the new update? Yeah, that's awesome. I love the new update as well. Too many things to do though. Work has been very hectic. I don't have the... So I'm not sure about you guys, but I feel like it's very difficult for me to multitask. So if there's something that I really want to do, like fiddle with the update, I find it very difficult to concentrate at work. But you know, I have to get work done. So it's a bit of a distraction at the moment for me, this game. Alright, let's take this one. Baxter, isn't it? Good morning to you too, by the way. Isn't that what's called addiction? Yeah. I have a very strong addictive personality. So I think I mentioned this on the channel before, but I have a bit of a reading difficulty. Oh shit, I just lost my second win there. Those two overcharges, man, what the hell? So, yeah, I have a bit of a reading disability, right? I think it's called dyslexia. I never knew that I was dyslexic growing up because it just felt like sometimes when I read words, they jump a little bit on the page. And I was speaking to one of my psychology friends a couple of years ago. So she's a psychologist, and I was telling her that, you know, sometimes like when I'm reading stuff, it's very slow. So she saw me reading something once, and like I had to put my finger on the page to see where I was reading, and she said like, well, why do you do that? And you move your finger quite slowly. And I said, yeah, it's because like sometimes the words jump, and I'm trying to figure out what the word is. And she said, oh, do you know that that's called dyslexia? And after she found out about that, then she said that, oh, you know, a lot of your behavior, I can sort of understand why you have it now. So I think broadly speaking, she said something like dyslexia is under the umbrella of ADHD, and people with ADHD tend to have something to do with the dopamine supply in your brain. It's easier for you to get addicted to certain things. So yeah, I do have a very addictive personality. Zach says there must be a personality trait that is common amongst people who have a propensity to like the tower. Exactly. I said this before in one of the earlier videos. I think we are all the same kind of weird. We are basically the type of people who, you know, if you give us a data set, we are going to look at the data set very, very keenly to figure something out. That's basically what it is in the tower, right? If you enjoy playing this game, you just like min-maxing certain things. Kristen, she called me dumb. Yeah, I mean, everyone calls me dumb. Zach, you have the same reading thing? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So funnily enough, I am really bad at reading words, but when it comes to mathematical equations, I can read them very easily. So it's like these symbols do not jump, but it's words that jump in my brain. And it's very strange. Like you know, growing up, like my mom used to be like, you know, typical Asian mom, right? Like, oh, why can't you read properly and blah 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 and so on. And you know, when I'm practicing how to write a word, I keep mixing up the symbols, like the letters B and D. I kept getting them written the opposite way. So boy becomes doy or something like that, and dog becomes bog. Yeah, so like what actually you're saying, I would read it as dig number, dig happy. But yeah, that used to happen to me as a kid. So that's why I like Baby so much. Who's Bibi? Gigi Hadid's hotter sister. So Kristen, you want to guess what's my biggest annoyance with this update? It's the stupidest thing. Like I've been really annoyed at one aspect of the game, but I kind of like it. And that aspect is that I actually have to play the game. Danny, hello, how are you? Is Chrono 4 to Chrono 7 worth the stones? I sometimes buy packs, but don't really know if that's the right move. It's that nuke or nuke and crit masteries. So Danny, Chrono Loop is good. Chrono 4, you see a bit of rotation. It doesn't do anything for fast ultimates. Chrono 7, you see a bit more rotation. It does move a little bit when there's fast ultimates. But despite moving faster, it still does not take care of bosses for you. So you would still find that at the end of your farm runs, you're getting killed by bosses at CF7. That problem goes away when you get to CF9 or 10. So if you are going to make the investment to go from CF4 to CF7, then you should also consider just hanging in there all the way to CF10. Otherwise, if you don't really want to do that, you want a bit more variability, then yeah, I would say go for nuke mastery. It helps with raise if you wanted to. Crit mastery, I don't have critical chance mastery. Ultimate weapon crit mastery is very good though. Vexer, yeah, it means that I actually have to come into the game and play the game. Because previously I would just leave the game on AFK and check back like once a day, twice a day, collect some gems. Maybe click a bit in the workshop plus after a day or two. Let's get some coins. So the thinking portion of this game, I like that. So I like the theory crafting aspect. I like testing out the new builds. However, it's a love-hate relationship. I very much also enjoy just finding out where my farming tier is and just sitting there and doing nothing. But yes, I do hate having to do the dissonant runs from tier 1 to tier 17 now that I can clear the tier 18 stuff. So, yeah. Danny says, at a weird point where stones don't seem to make big changes after this update, I'm not going to get GT12. Why do stones not make a big impact? Stones make a huge impact. Well, stones in damage don't make a huge impact where you're at. No, let me rephrase that. Stones in damage where I'm at don't make a huge impact in terms of our wave count in tournaments. However, that's because of the exponential scaling of enemy stats. So, 100 waves in tournaments would be a lot of enemy health. And we need a lot of stones to push for that like extra 100 waves or so. Yeah, but stones make a huge impact in your overall gameplay because of the impact that they have on your economy. And it's good that you have GT12. Honestly, if you ask me, should you go for the CF or the masteries versus GT Plus, I would say go for the GT Plus. GT12, you are going to hit a glass ceiling at some point. Oh boy, I think we lose second win here. Oh wow, we didn't. Okay. Oh, we already lost second win. Well, thankfully that overcharge died. It took a while for that overcharge to die actually. Somehow 1.4 Q is not enough damage. Christian so spot he doesn't even click gems. I seen the battle report myself. A guildmate of mine spent 6,000 stones on ultimate weapon damage and lost 100 waves in tournaments. Maybe RNG, but I think if we kill the enemies too quickly, we might get unlucky with overcharge. Not enough bounce shots to hit the overcharge enemies. Okay, Danny says, let me rephrase. I can't really make your mind up on Nick's stones. Oh. Shall we have a poll for you, Danny? Then you can see what the crowd votes. So we start a poll. Stone spending for Danny. What are the options, Danny? I'm thinking it's GT plus, CF plus 4 to 7. Let's put arrow 4 to 7. GT plus, would it be plus 12? What's the other option? Nuke and crit mastery. Are these the three options that you have, Danny? All clouded stones equals to super animation. Oh, is it crit coin mastery? Wait, hang on. No, he said nuke or crit. nuke and crit masteries. So let's say nuke and crit masteries. Did you throw me, Clouded? Christian, for that guildmate of yours, he ran 5 times. Well, yeah, I guess it's just harder then. Having damage is a foot gun. Oh, whoa, hey Christian, having damage is a foot gun, and you told me to get spotlight bonus and chain lightning damage early on. You're trying to get me dead. So okay, let's start the poll for Danny. I do need to, I guess, turn on my swamp stun now. Study, hello, good morning, how are you? Damage equals to foot stamp enjoy. Hey, Clouded, I don't know. You need to sort out your thing. For me, I'm sure you could see it on the stream, right? Like how I set up the poll. Maybe it is because you are using OBS. Are you in tournament now? It's like teaching a stone how to swim. What? It's... You know what's harder than teaching a stone how to swim, Christian? Oh, well, okay, Danny, you have your answer, I think. 80% say go for GT+. Oh, but then again, there's only 5 votes. So, let's just leave the poll there for a while. See what people say. Aha, Zach. I beat you. Yeah, boy. Better luck next time, my friend. It wouldn't take very long, Zach, for you to beat me. I think at a certain point, everyone's progress kind of tapers off. And for me, I don't really focus too much on the tournament aspect of things. So there are people with lower stone counts than me that do significantly better than I do in tournaments. I was respecking and totally tuned you out for the last 5 minutes. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I don't like the sound of my voice either, Zach. So... Christian, it's been fun. Gonna head to bed. Alright, thanks for joining the stream, Christian. Have a good rest. And Man, I should not have told you to have a good rest. Damn it. I didn't see this last sentence over here, man. I hope you have nightmares, Kristen. Go to bed. John, you always tune out. I'm annoying. You guys suck. You guys are horrible, man. Alright, so anyway, Danny, I think you have your answer. We have a small sample size, but clearly GT Plus is the best way to go. So I'll end the poll here. You know what I should do? Given how many moderators I have on this channel, every month I should hold a competition amongst the moderators, right? And even though I'm going light on the stones this version, we should reward my moderators for actually moderating stuff. So we should have a competition. You know, it's like going to be Hunger Games for my moderators, and the winner gets a stone pack. I think that would be fun. Danny, you're welcome. Yeah, GT Plus is really good. Was making like 500Q a day post update. Let's see what it looks like after GT12 plus new bonuses. Yeah. Wait till you get to GT14, man. It would just like skyrocket. To be fair, Danny, I think getting GT12, GT13, those are very achievable where you are at. The GT14 stuff, I think when you get to GT12, 13, you might want to, depending on how your duration is looking like, get your duration up first before you get the GT14. GT14 is so expensive, man. But it's really, really good once you get it done. John moderates every stream. Haven't gotten the 5 IOU yet. When did we enter into an agreement that I would get you 5 stone packs? Yeah, I think we should do that. We should do that. John, are you on Discord? If you're on Discord, could you drop me a message? And then I will put all of you into a group, and then we come up with something. What's my name? What? You can call me Daddy. It's this one. Wolf King, hello, how are you? You're stuck on tier 11. You can't get any of the tiers to wave 5,000. Work on your EOS. Well, it's probably an econ thing. Like if you don't have the econ to funnel your coins into damage and armor for the utility dissonant runs, then probably won't be able to get very far. But you know, hang in there, Wolf King. It's part and parcel of the game progress. I have a few videos out on like the attack, defense, and utility dissonant runs for tier 18. You can adjust those setups to something that would be suitable for you, I guess. Zach says, if I had to describe the average character traits of a tower player, I would use these adjectives. Good at math, laser focus on one thing, able to clearly see patterns in data, likes to read bullet points instead of prose. So that is I guess a fair statement, except that for me, I'm not very good at math. I can get hyper focused on things that I'm interested in, but it's, so I don't know how to say it in English. In Mandarin, there is this saying that you have you are attracted to that thing for like 2 minutes. So I can be very laser focused on a particular topic, and then once I feel like I've gotten what I needed out of that topic, my attention wanes very quickly, and then I have to find something else, that the new shiny thing that catches my eye. Able to see clear patterns in data. Yes, I guess. I'm quite data numerate, that's true. And I like to read in bullet points instead of prose. That is definitely true. Well, I don't like to read. Yeah, I don't like to read. Wolfgang said, okay, thanks, I'll look at it. I don't know at what point I should be putting more into damage. Yeah, it's a learning process, Wolfgang. Like, there's a lot of play testing that we need to do, especially at the start of a new version. That's what makes the game fun, I guess. I can say the 普通话你明白. Okay, so in Chinese it's called 2分钟热度. 2 minutes of passion. 2 minutes of passion. Actually, AFK, yeah, that sounds like ADHD. Yes, I apparently have ADHD. Because dyslexia is under the branch of ADHD. People with ADHD tend to hyper-focus on something, and yes, so it's one of the traits of ADHD. It's something to do with the way our brain processes dopamine. And this is a problem for me when how should I say that? It's a problem for me when I focus on something and I really, really like it, but then the moment I feel like I understand it, I just lose interest completely. And when I lose interest on the topic, I find it very, very difficult to do anything in that topic. So like when I was clearing up my second chapter, the moment I got the main result out, and I had a good understanding of how the main result looked like, I was very lazy to dot the I's and cross the T's with the proofs, and it ended up taking me something like 6 months to formally write down all of the proofs and stuff. But before that, even though the stuff, trying to figure out the solution to the problem was a lot more difficult, I was very happy to just sit down till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. every night, just trying to rip my hair out and figure out the problem. All clouded. If I was born 1,000 years ago, Spartans would have kicked me into the pit. Well, I mean, we have the modern day Spartan. Is he going to put me in the pit? I don't think so. I wonder how Spartan's doing though. It's been a while since I've spoke. Rubber, hello, how are you? Do I ever drink coffee and then get sleepy? Yes, I do. In fact, I'm kind of sleepy right now, and I just had my morning coffee. I feel like I want to have a second coffee. Study. I'm walking home at the moment, so I can't chat much. Don't worry about it, man. Walk safe. Walk safe. Study, in case you were here, Rubber, in case you were not here earlier, we're going to have a competition for you guys. All my moderators, you guys are going to have a monthly competition. I think I can afford that much. And then I don't know what the competition would be. I'll have to think about it. We do a competition, and then we let the I guess the subscribers vote on the channel, and then the winner gets a stone pack. And hopefully if I have enough, so I won't have enough in the creator codes to fund my own stone packs for the entire month, but I can definitely do one a month. And since I don't intend to buy stones for version 28, I should I guess at least make one of you guys a little bit better off. The tower players are all the same people. Yeah. I mean, Zach, we are living in a simulation, They pump us out. They pump us out like iterations from the same matrix. High energy at times, probably like to work out hard too. So I am decent in the gym. I don't particularly like the gym too much, mainly because of the smell. I don't like the smell of the rubber on the weights. But if I work out, I mean, I'm not the strongest out there, but for my size, I can lift pretty heavy. Age has caught up though, so I have to be a bit more careful not to injure myself. Yeah, I definitely have ADHD between that and the other things I have said. So, Rubber, what is it about ADHD that makes you feel sleepy after drinking coffee? I'm behind by 40,000, so stand them your way. Wait, between you, John, and Rubber and Study, I think you have the most number of stones. I don't get sleepy, but I relax after a good coffee. My heart says otherwise since my espresso is strong. Yeah, so I can fall asleep immediately after drinking coffee. But as I'm dozing off, I would sort of jump up and get a mini panic attack, like I'm falling. Does that happen to you as well, Study? Caffeine helps your brain intake dopamine, so you often go from panic to feeling relaxed. So, to be fair, right, Rubber, I think in today's society, everyone has ADHD. Like the way that we are conditioned, from like shorts, reels, everything is fast paced in today's context. I think everyone to a certain degree has some sort of ADHD. Clouded, no, I don't. Actually, I can fall asleep after drinking coffee or energy drinks too. Sleeping more despite insomnia helps. So, one of the things that really help with my focus is running long distances. I feel like if I wake up, go out, run for at least 10 kilometers or so, it just drains my body of that jitters, and I feel calm for the day. Going to the gym does not quite hit it. I feel more jittery after going to the gym, just because like I think your adrenal system is just on full-on mode after gymming. But running at a leisurely pace definitely helps with the mental clarity. Actually says I'm also really bad at keeping track of time. I can plan on doing something in 5 minutes, and when I think it's been 2 to 3 minutes and I check, it's been 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, okay. That's procrastination, isn't it? ADHD is definitely a real thing. I was diagnosed 2 years ago. It was eye-opening. So what do they give us when we have ADHD, Rubber? Is there like some sort of medication that we can take that makes us not ADHD anymore? If I work out, I feel like an animal. I get laser focused like the rain stands still. Wow. Wow. The study is so descriptive. Adderall or Concerta. So, Rubber, what do those medications do? Do they make you feel like drowsy or sleepy, or do they? I think some of the medications, they make you feel like very muted in the way that you are feeling. Do those medications do that? That kind of time blindness is also a symptom of ADHD. Oh, because you're too focused on something. Is that right? Suppress your anger, but mostly just helps you focus. Okay, well, it looks like I need those things. Adderall. Nice, I need to get it. Hey Casey, good evening to you. How are you? Hey Casey, I'll drop you guys a message on Discord at some point, within the next week or so. But yeah. Anyway, I'll send you guys the message on Discord about it. Now the more important thing is I need to remember who are my moderators. I've got so many moderators. Just DM my friend list. There's too many of them. There's too many of you guys. What do we even moderate? Most of us hate you. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to give one of you a stone pack. So, if you don't want the stone pack, that's fine, John. Think about it that way. Christian gets a higher probability of winning. Do you want that to happen? Adderall is close to methamphetamines. Okay, so be careful. Adderall can get weaker over several years. Adderall can get weaker, so that it loses its potency. Is that what you are saying, study? Well, it certainly seems like I need those medication to help me focus. I could use a little bit of focus in my life. The question is whether or not it would help me focus on the correct thing. It might be the case where, would I run into a situation rather where I want to focus on my work, but I ended up focusing on playing the tower and just being hyper focused, staring at the screen for 16 hours or something? Would that happen? Study, you love me. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I feel so loved. I get the warm and fuzzies. The funny thing about the chat is majority of the comments are from moderators. At some point, everyone here is gonna be a moderator, I swear. Hang on, I just realized something. I haven't used demon mode yet. We don't have second wind at the moment, but I haven't popped demon mode, and we're almost at 3000 waves. Oh, we just got a double commander though. Should I nuke this? Should I demon mode this? No, we got rid of them, fine. Nice. That's why they don't moderate. Who moderates the moderators? Nobody, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like we have many people on the stream, every stream, right, actually? So, it's not like there needs to be a lot of moderation, but I think if you look at like one of the bigger streams, maybe Spartan, maybe Texas stream, Bonzo stream, they probably would need a couple of moderators to address all the questions from the chat. We ain't making 4500. What you talking about, Casey? We're gonna make 4500 waves. Easy. Easy. There's still, got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. We should max out the range. I think now seems like a good time for me to max out the range because the tanks are getting in quite close. So if we max out the range now and we go for 265 on the shockwave size, we are going to get the space displacers stunning the tanks and the bosses. And then I've got the extra damage per meter. us moderators are going to give the same answer you would give. More GT Plus. Casey, you guys are not doing it the right way. You should refer them to the website. You should refer people to the website and then give them the correct creator code and then tell them to invest it into GT Plus. The website that I can no longer use. Yeah, I use it once a week now to collect the free gems. But I am excited for not having to buy the stone packs. I would say so, yeah. It would feel pretty sad in a couple of weeks when they introduce new stone sinks and I realized that I can't afford any of them, that's for sure. But I think it would slow down the progress of my account to the point where we get to version 29 and I realize that there is a lot of room for progression in my account. I think that would be quite fun. I wish your real life... Whoa, Casey, don't say stuff like that. Every now and then one of those buggers pops into the stream to troll me. They use fake names and stuff to troll me sometimes. And we should make sure that they pay for my dinners and drinks, not the other way around. Hey, welcome home, Study. You made it back. Alright, be right back. I need to get some water. Casey, am I going to rush any of this dissonance labs or just let them run? Let's see. Utility, probably. However, I'm saving my gems between now and next Thursday. Alright, there goes demon mode. So I'm saving my gems for second win mastery. So I'm going to get the second win mastery, maybe gem rush the first few levels. That would allow me to push for some of the ultimate weapon disco runs. But if I had to gem rush one of them, yes, I would do what Zach is doing. I would gem rush the utility. Zach says my current dissonant bonus is 3.55 on tier 17. Nice. Casey, no, I actually need the second wind mastery. So yesterday, I tried to, I wanted to complete the set, right? I wanted to make wave 5k for all of the dissonant runs. You can see for the ultimate weapon stuff, I couldn't get it far enough. This was an EHP run. I didn't have enough EHP. I died. Well, I didn't die, but my wall was starting to move a little bit at 3.3k waves. There's no way I could survive it to 5k, so I stopped the run. I did a pure damage build. I only got to wave 3096. So I definitely need the second wind mastery to be able to sustain the damage. Zach says I also finished the damage dissonance. Nice. What, you gem rushed the whole thing? I expect this should get me to the overhit window, we shall see. Yeah, Zach, where you were in the tournaments, I wouldn't be surprised if it got you to overheat in tier 18. So if it, we'll again, I'll show you this run over here. I hit into overheat, but at this stage I didn't have any of the dissonant bonuses from damage, health, ultimate weapons, and I still managed to get overheated. Second wind mastery won't carry me for like 1600 waves. I have second wind mastery. So what is the health regen bonus, Casey, on second wind mastery? I'm sure it would carry me. Surely. I mean, we need damage as well. But it's, if I remember correctly, it's like 500x health regen. Is it only 10x? Even if it's 10x, it's more than enough. And definitely we are going to need it for the higher tiers. Okay, 10x. If it's 10x, I would still be at 5q regen per second. That's more than enough. Oh, it's 5x, Peter? Well, whatever it is, I mean, in any case, I'm going to need it at some point. I would also probably benefit from let's see, let's take out this thing. Let's take out some of the echoes first. We slot in health regen and wall regen. Yeah, so I just run the bot duration and dissonant utility. Attack, ultimate weapon, defense. Let's bite the short-term bullet. Do this. regen. Yeah, Casey, we need the regen for the ultimate weapon, dissonant runs. Clouded. So at my stage of progression, there's no other tools that I can have. So basically, what happened is I'm at 98% defense, health regen, wall health. They are all at 4x on the in the workshop plus. And then I've got all the EHP stuff. And even though I'm at 4x on all of this, it's not like I don't have damage. My damage was still at 3.7 for all my damage stuff. So I still had a lot of damage. I think I was doing something like 80 Q. My damage was 80 little Q. My health regen was only at like 500, just under 500 trillion. And I was not able to survive at 3,300 waves. Now, when I did the damage run, my damage was almost 400 little Qs. So about 2.5 times what I currently have in my damage. And I was still unable to survive. Yeah, so it was hard. The only other tool that I can think of that I can use to survive this is just second wind mastery. Now the issue is not that I didn't have the damage. The damage is fine. It's, I guess, because we don't have chronofield speed. At some point, the fast enemies just sort of teleport to your wall, and you just take a lot of chip damage. So even with 98% defense, and 500 trillion of regen, my wall health was going down. I'm talking about, no, Casey, I'm talking about the ultimate weapon dissonant runs for tier 18. Yeah, bullet damage, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. In hindsight, we also have to remember that enemies in tier 18 have armor stacks. So chain lightning helps to strip away a lot of the armor stacks, which is why we are killing the enemies a lot faster. But when there isn't any chain lightning, we kill the enemies a lot slower. Like much slower. So having the damage is important, but I think there would be a lot more benefit by having huge regen and extending your survivability by running with a lot of bound shots and using Pulsar Harvester to further reduce the enemy damage. In addition to that, I also had a lot of stuns. Space Displacer was constantly popping off. I had Magnetic Hook on as well. It wasn't enough. So it would be nice if we could get 4500 today. I believe that gives us, let's see, an extra 130 stones. So that brings us to just under 500, which means that after today's tournament will be 900-ish. Ugh. Maybe I could buy some stones with medals. I don't want to do that, but we might be able to get with the weekly bonuses and whatnot slightly before next week. Yeah, no black hole damage reduction. The only damage reduction was from Flamebot. Leave the metal shop alone. Yeah, I mean, I should leave the metal shop alone. Where else can I get stones? Shit, I've forgotten how to free to play. We can't get stones here. I can't buy any stones here. Oh my goodness. Wait, is there no other places to get stones? I've forgotten how to free to play, man. Clouded says, that's why I don't know why EHP players crying over the update. They have all the tools available to convert to hybrid by doing damage ultimate weapon, disco runs as pure EHP. It's way easier for them. Wait, are EHP players crying over the update? No, so Clouded, the thing is, if you are an EHP player, it's very stone efficient. But if you have to spec into any sort of damage, it does cost quite a lot of stones. And I presume if you are an EHP player and you didn't have the amount of stones, you would probably be finding this update quite challenging. But you know, then again, this, I think version 28 is a perfect example of why econ is important. You know, all this while we've been saying, or I've been saying that I strongly believe econ is the way to go whenever you don't know what to do, because it is the most balanced. It allows you to just pivot very quickly from one spec to the next. But then, you know, people would then say, well, you know, I want to go with like 2000x on my chain lightning so that I can rank better in tournaments for that extra 25-50 stones a week, potentially, that you might obtain. And then you get to something like this, like version 28, and well, if you go very heavy into chain lightning damage, it's not like it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. However, you want to bump up your utility dissonant for the tournament, so your ultimate weapon dissonant for the tournament, and you won't be able to do it because you don't have enough econ to pump up these 3 tabs over here. Wait, was my flamebot damage reduction max with medals? It's about currently no. So I put it at so I'll show you my bots. It looks very similar to where they are now. So basically a decked out bot and M-bot. I think I went for more echoing shot under the damage build, and my flamebot basically looked like that. Yeah. I think looking back, it would have been better to gimp bot's damage a little bit, go for more echoing shot quantity for even more damage reductions. Because I think bullets get like the 12x effect, so we can proc our Pulsar Harvester I guess 12 times faster. The disco thing is reminding me how much I hated EHP. I played for like a year doing EHP. Then once I started killing enemies, it felt yes, I agree with you, Zach. That's exactly how I felt when I moved into Glass Cannon. It's not bad. It's just that once you get GT Plus, you want to kill enemies a lot quicker, and EHP does not really offer you that ability to do so. Even with thorns and stuff, you're not killing as fast as pure damage, you know. But then again, when version 27 came along, I think very early on I had already mentioned that there's no such thing as Glass Cannon and EHP anymore. Everyone is going to be hybrid. I think that was when the fleets first came out. You know, I don't know why it's still sticking in the community that you're either Glass Cannon or you're EHP. Everyone is a hybrid player now. Even if you look at players who are more focused on having EHP, they still need damage. And players who have a lot of damage still need a little bit of health. EHB is bugged, things like Flamebot. What's PRC? And a few other things aren't bugged and need fixing. EHP is struggling, and a lot of EHP stuff is on the back burner or less important. Well, damage is bugged as well, Study. I'm sure there are bugs there, we just don't know what those bugs are. I'm not sure about the stone efficiency of EHP. You need a lot of stones to hang around in Legends as pure EHP. Players with 20 to 30,000 stones, more than you are doing 500 less with. Yeah, so Cloud, here is the thing, right? In tournaments, if you are just going to try to face tank enemies, nah, it's not going to work. Not in Legends. You can do that all the way until you get into Legends, but then when you get into Legends, strategy actually matters. So you can't just tank stuff. The game is not like a, you know, it's not so one-dimensional, which is what makes this game fun. Yeah, I would say, like, you know how if you guys have played World of Warcraft before, you get to max level and you realize that the game just started. It's very similar with the tower. You get into Legends. Everything before Legends, it's just training wheels, man. You know, the content gets harder and harder, but you are basically learning the different types of strategies. You are learning the different interactions of the different ultimate weapons, of the different game interactions, and so on. And then you move into Legends, and then you get to explore all the different things, and you'll notice that the ceiling is so high in Legends. Players are upset they can't hyper focus on one playstyle anymore. Yeah, probably. People are always going to be upset over something. EHP also gets 1 5x, while GC gets 2 5x. 3 if you count the spotlight bonus. Going up by 5x. I love EHP playstyle. Issue was then 200,000 plus stones and tons of medals. Making progress for tournaments and keys is crushing. Oh, Casey, I don't even have 200,000 stones. See, where I am currently, I'm only at 194,000. And already, I'm in the top 200. So it's you know, it's important for getting the stones. Medals are definitely important with version 28, that is true. But you know, this is a game that rewards patience and length of time playing. So it's definitely possible to stay in Legends with much less than 200,000 stones. And getting keys, I think if you are at like 70,000-80,000 stones, you should be getting keys very, very steadily in this game. There's just so much backend stuff you cannot see, and there are bugs and broken things. Yeah, John. Yeah. Well, then again, if they did let us see, I wouldn't even bother looking at it. I'll just play the game. The game starts when you get auto restart. Exactly. You stop playing. You know, the whole purpose of this game is to stop playing it. I wasn't saying you can void down EHP to make sure you can reach Legends, your regen. So much lower in Legends. The highest recorded in Legends was 214T. But my farm runs C over 2Q regen. So I think with regards to when people are upset that glass cannon gets 2 damage multipliers and EHP only gets 1, it's, you can't compare it like this, right? It's apples and oranges. You know, EHP is about surviving enemies, right? Both of them are just strategies. You need very good defense to be able to survive enemy hits. In fact, if you have 98% defense, you get very, very strong survivability. That's better than having a 25x damage boost. Auto restart. It goes touch grass. It's very useful to get auto restarts for the tier 14 and up, right? It's hard to, maybe in today's context, tier 14 is easy. But if you are initially doing 3 to 4 hour runs, not having the auto restart is a bit of a problem. Artemis 2 mission. Ooh, wow, Casey, your sister worked on it. Cool. Peter. 1,733 waves to go. Okay, 33 waves to go. We're gonna go to 4499 today. End up with a wall that can't regen at all. Yeah, that's why you need second wind mastery. You need to deck out your health regen, your wall regen. You need to roll double regen substats. You need to go for S-mod substat efficiency. You need to get multiplier efficiency over here. For more health even. All of that should, you know, I think if I were a developer and I wanted to make something like a tech dissonant run. In the current scaling of the game, it must be the case that if you are doing tier 21 and you have a completely decked out EHP, you will be able to complete tier 21 to wave 5,000. Right? It might mean that you would need maxed out chronofield damage reduction. It might mean that you need maxed out chain lightning plus and so on. All of those things, but if I made it so that even with all of that you can't complete this game, then I would have to introduce an update in the future that enables that progress. Otherwise, why would people bother playing your game? Yeah, I agree that defense percent is big. I've just seen complaints that EHP also want 5x regen. Well, I wouldn't mind a 5x regen, honestly. No, I think what every player is who is complaining should think about is well, how can I get the most amount of coins so that when I get to my workshop plus, if I get all of this done to max level, right? So if I'm only halfway there at the moment. If I get all of this to max level, how much stronger would I be? And maybe by then you will realize that you actually have enough regen to complete all of the game stuff. So at the end of the day, everything just boils down to econ. You get all the econ you need to get your enhancements go boxed. You get your enough econ so that you can move to the higher tiers to level up your modules as quickly as possible. Imagine this at 300, this entire thing at 100%. You're going to be really, really strong. Tier 21 is going to be easy. Yeah, Casey, I agree with you. Getting to tier 14 is easy. Getting the keys unlocked is a bit harder. Give 5x depths to EHPers. Yeah, Mac. Give them 10x depths. I don't mind. Well, look at that. I mean, we are technically EHP player for now, right? Oh, look at this. My tower's gonna be so fat. How many? Do you guys know how many levels would I get in my health regen if I put it at 6x between now and next Thursday, let's say? I think we should get to like 70. Is it right? It's almost 50. No, maybe, I don't think 20 levels would be right. Maybe 65, 70. Okay, let's say 60 to be safe. Even with all of that, you still end up with 52.27x less regen because of perks. What do you mean, study? I'm surprised we got such a boost to stats without new tiers, to be honest. Yeah, it's all. So Zach, in my opinion, this patch is there to reward players who have focused on econ. Because if you focus on econ, clearly your damage is going to be lacking, your EHP is going to be lacking. Well, let's give you the ability to funnel your coin into all of those utility and into damage and defense to deck up your stats so that you can move faster towards tier 21. So it's sort of a catch-up mechanic for those at the bottom. if the ceiling is fixed and they make it easier to reach that ceiling, it just means that it's a catch up for earlier game players. Tier 13, 14, 15 with no auto restart was brutal. Took me to a dark place in my life. Getting an extra 5x health when you don't get... Oh, I see, yeah. No, I think it's fair. Regen needs to improve. It would be nice if they could bring this to, like, I don't know, 7,000. What? That's what forced me to go glass cannon. Hey, Casey, glass cannon. I'm not complaining it worked out, but being a AHP and hitting that wall of needing keys sucked. These echo labs are kind of huge buffs. Yeah, they are. I hope they change that and make auto restart somehow available to be acquired. For people hitting that portion of game, it's a grueling slog. Yeah, I agree. Auto restart should be something available to all players. Study DMs. Let's see, DMs. Oh, it's a song. Is it a song? Okay, let me play the song. I need to use the washroom as well. Let's take a couple of minutes.
And a fire in the dust, with hands full of nothing but a reason to trust. No road in the heavens, no map in the blue, just the pull of a distance saying come break through. We were small in the nightfall, we were brief in the flame, just a species of dreamers trying to outrun our name. We made ladders from failure, made a language from loss, learned to turn empty silence into something worth the cost. Feel the lift in the blood now, feel the whole world hum. We've been reaching so long, the stars feel close enough to touch. We're shooting for stars in the dead of the night, pulling bright fire down out of the blue, past all the losses, higher and higher, whole sky shaking like we're reaching the moon. No sleep, no quit, just fire and climb, turning our doubt into something that shines. Hands to the heavens, eyes on the light, whole world lit like we're reaching the moon. We buried good names in the smoke and the heat, felt the weight of ambition drop hard at our feet, but grief didn't end us. Sharpened the view, made the dark feel more sacred, made the mission more true. So we built from the wreckage, from the ash, from the ache, from the wanting and history, and the risk that we take. Cause what are we really if we stopped at the shore? We were never made only for the ground and no more. Hear the engines rising, hear the thin air blue. We didn't come this far just to stop beneath the moon. We're shooting for stars in the dead of the night, pulling bright fire down out of the blue, past all the losses, higher to the wing, to the dream of a footprint where no soul had ever been. We have always been the kind to look up through the ruin and make a door from the impossible, just to prove that we can do it. So let the void stay endless, let the distance stay cruel. We were born to give the silence a flag of fire, a pulse. Not because the path was easy, not because the end was sure, but because reaching higher is what keeps the people human. We're shooting for stars in the dead of the night, taking bright fire straight out of the blue. Past all the losses, higher and higher, whole sky open like we're breaking straight through. No sleep, no quit, just fire and climb. All that we lost is what taught us to rise. Hands to the heavens, eyes on the light, whole world lit like we're reaching the moon. Whole world lit like we're reaching the moon.
Nice. That reminds me of, I'm not sure if you guys have played this Guitar Hero. It reminded me of Guitar Hero, man. It's got like the through the fire and ice kind of vibe. Okay, let's get caught up with the chat. Casey says, how many trees should be in milestone rewards? Yeah, I agree. I mean, how many trees is really nice. Auto restart on tier 10 with 150. Oh, yeah, something that reminds me, that it reminds me of something, study, like what you said. So, I bet when players have access to the dissonant runs, they are going to... Imagine you are a new player, right? You get to tier 4, you access the dissonant runs, and you're going to keep trying to do all the dissonant runs for the increased coin gains and so on. In fact, I think given how fast we progress from tier 1 all the way to tier 10 and tier 11, it would make sense to, I guess, hold off on all the dissonant runs all the way till you get to like tier 11, and then you'll be stuck in tier 11 for some time. And then that's when you focus on trying to get the dissonant runs and then compare that with tier 10 and 11 for the farming. But if you are a new player, you're probably just going to get stuck into that loop of just doing dissonant runs. Clouded. Oh, Clouded. Yeah, Study sent me a picture of a rocket to the moon. And, kind of hoping that cryptocurrency would do that at some point, and then I can retire. But then, got me a little bit fired up now. So that's why I had to go to the toilet, calm my nerves a little bit. Evening, Yogi. How are you? Actually says, I think that auto restart should be available much sooner. They could change the vault upgrade to instant restart or something. Yeah, maybe the first node in the Harmony vault. If they could do that, it would be nice. I mean, for me at this stage, I don't really care what they want to do with the Harmony vault. They can do whatever they want. I'm happy with whatever. It's all quality of life improvements anyway. It was supposed to. Nice. Brain is cooked. Oh, by the way, guys, we have already overtook our PB, and you know we're still chilling at this stage. How many death defies did we have so far? 55 death defies. I think it's the bot plus with mbot plus. There's just a lot more damage amplification that I'm having at the moment. And also I'm trying out a new strategy for this, which is using so we have Singularity Harness. In the previous time I did this run, I used Pulsar Harvester, but my ELS is pretty decent even in tier 21. I think it's at like 70% or 64%. Okay, so 64% ELS. It might make sense for Pulsar Harvester. However, I think the Singularity Harness gives me an extra 2x damage boost, which combined with bot, it's a 4x damage boost. So technically our mbot is now at what, I can't do the math, 15.5 times 4, 60x times 1.6, 70-ish x damage multiplier, which I think is better than the Pulsar Harvester. Oh, it's another Ryan. Hello, how are you? How far did I get into the dissonant runs? I haven't really done much, to be honest. I've done tier 1 and tier 2 for utility, and then the rest is just, well, I'll show you the runs. So that tier 1, tier 2 I've completed it. Tier 20 utility, tier 19 utility, tier 18. This is very annoying. I mean, it, for all intents and purposes, I'm strong enough to get to 5k. I've completed the 17 and 16 utilities, and then a couple of tier 18 runs as well. But yeah, I haven't really done much of them. Bonzo would be freaking out at the death defy count. Why is that? So I mean, my death defy percent is not the best. I am at 38.4. I need to get this to 40% as soon as possible. As you can see, it's coming back biting me in the foot. I might be dead. Oh shit. Guys, do you realize something? When I went out to the main screen, my orbs resetted. Oh my goodness. You know, I went, so I did this earlier. I went home, and then when I came back in, my orbs are no longer at the 30-meter range. See, it's now at 60 meters. Oh my goodness. Did I just kill myself? Did I just mess up the run? So for EHP, going for ultimate weapon damage is better than damage, since ultimate weapon damage scales better. It's the same for glass cannon builds as well, study. Yeah, ultimate weapon damage scales better because it's an additional multiplier. Also during version 27, I was pure EHP since I locked workshop damage and set at 50. Because my mod was 161 for substats. You set at 50? What do you mean you set at 50? You mean the multiplier efficiency? Bonzo loves Death Defy. We all love Death Defy. It's the gacha element of this game. Ness, hello, how are you? How are you? It's been a while. Casper, do I like what Futs did from 5 to 2x to 3x? I honestly don't care. It's the same scaling for every player, so it's just the balancing of the game. If they felt that 5x was too much, they probably have good reasons for lowering it to 2x. If they felt that 2x was too little, or maybe it was from pressure due to the community, they wanted to raise it to 3x, whatever it is, everyone gets the same kind of coin adjustment. Never pull out FK. Yeah. There's only one way forward. There's only one way to go, right? You go forward, never pull out. We should just be happy that I read paragraphs. Yeah. Only when I use my index finger. Yeah, I got to finger the word to keep my eyes from darting all over the place, man. Oops. Before I watch it, you can't talk about. Oh, study. I'll check out that video later. It's been a while indeed. I can't always join the stream at night. 4 a.m. for you now. Oh wow. Well, thanks for joining the stream anyway. I'm doing fine. I'm hoping that I can get to 4,500, but you know, it's very luck based. We shall see. So actually, if if Bonzo likes death defies in my farm runs for tier 20, back when I was doing them, I used to get something like 70, 80, sometimes 90 death defies. The death defies occur so easily in the higher tiers because enemies do so much damage, and you actually benefit a lot from Berserker Mastery because you get more damage, you kill the enemy slightly faster, better for GT counters. Light a candle for my... Yeah, so glass cannon strategies, at the end of the day, it's just luck. Yeah, so I think all we need is a little bit of good luck to be able to survive. As long as the overcharge doesn't come in, take out all our shields, we should be good to go. I know I've been busy just knocking out ultimate weapon dissonant runs now and damage dissonant runs, and I'm looking forward to doing milestones once I max out all the tiers that I can. Fingers crossed I can max tier 20 or tier 21. Ooh, it's a big boy. You're a big boy. Hey, all Ryans are big boys. Yeah. You can max out tier 20 or 21. That's awesome, man. I can't do tier 21 yet. Not anytime soon, I would say. Maybe if you give me I'm going to give myself 2 months to reach tier 21 farming. I think it's doable. So we bang out the milestones. It's going to take a month. We do 1 month of farming with very good econ. We get a lot of stuff go boxed in the workshops, and then I think we should be at a good spot to be either tier 20, tier 21. Hopefully tier 21. Then my modules will thank me. And realistically, this is the only thing I can do if I'm not going to be buying stones for myself. I need to reduce the inefficiencies that I have in my gameplay. The version 27, I was like the most inefficient player in the game, right? Just went for all sorts of random stuff. Can't do that now. I remember recently when I first learned how to read, the meanings kinda just came to me. My parents read out loud and I would follow the words, and then I just knew how to read on my own. Yeah, it's funny how we learn stuff when we are kids, right? We see the way our parents move their mouths, and then we just try to follow it, and then that's how we naturally learn things. Same for reading as well. I don't know, I was never really good at reading, as I said earlier. Oh, not tier 21 dissonant runs, but milestones. Yeah. With any luck, Ryan, I'm going to be able to clear the tier 21 milestone today. Well, we are 900 waves away. So, the next hour or so, it's going to be a nail-biter. Either that or the next overcharge comes and I die. You can never tell. New vault note, 400 keys. Energy show only gets used if you would have died from that hit. Oh my goodness. That would be too powerful. I think the whole purpose of overcharge is to take out our energy show charges. As free to play and someone who can barely lap up 3 echo laps, which one should I choose? Oh, you have the answer in your question, Casper. If you have an inability to lap up 3 echo laps, it means that your econ is lacking, which means that you should focus on the utility one. Boom Boom was a bust. No, Boom Boom was good. Boom Boom was good while it lasted. It's just that we can't... well, there were so many stones. The version 27 was such a stone sink in terms of S mods. We didn't have enough development in the Boom Boom stuff. But, given an unlimited number of stones, Boom Boom is the strategy to go, man. For sure. I could read at a college level at the age of 12. Wow. I technically still cannot read at a college level. I read academic papers and it's like, oh my god. One day I get through 2 pages. Coin Echo is probably the best to start. Yeah. Though it kinda helped having access to a library but couldn't talk to others. Casper, the ultimate weapon Echo is squared in the bonus it provides because the damage ultimate weapons get a boost. And Spotlight bonus also gets the boost. More coin gains means more echo laps. What's the projection for the top 5 lifetime coins? What do you mean by that, Zach? What's the projection for the top 5 lifetime coins? Like, you mean like coins per minute? Or their how many coins they have? I think players at the top now, I wouldn't be surprised if they are like 30s or something, man. Maybe even more. If I'm at 7, I'm probably like 25% of where those at the top are, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are at 30. Econ makes econ. Compound interest is the eighth world wonder. I could read a 600-page book in a day. Wow, that's awesome study. Like, I'm currently reading this paper. It's so my third chapter is a game on communication, and let me see, how do I share this screen? No, I don't think I should share it. So the paper is called Noisy Talk. Noisy Talk by Bloom someone and Karamura or something like that. It's such a painful paper to read in terms of the math. So many integrals. But yeah, I'm currently reading that paper. I have to figure out what's the main difference between that paper and my paper. I can sort of see the differences, but I need to dissect the math to figure out exactly where those changes are going to affect the problem that I'm studying. I have a hard time reading anything I'm not really interested in. Oh, that is true, actually. Yeah, my mind also wanders. I'll just find something else to do, like pick up my phone, scroll on Instagram. Oh, Clouded, is Poison Swarm Plus helpful with Tank Ultimate? Yes. So, I think you were considering Spotlight Plus earlier. Poison Swarm Plus is going to do more for you than Spotlight Plus when it comes to Tank Ultimate. Because the longer the enemy lives for. So Poison Swarm Plus is very good at dealing with boss and tank if you have a good CF Plus. But you must have the ability to spin the enemies round and round and round and round in order for them to take a lot of ticking damage. So if we check out this boss now, there you can see my Poison Swamp. It's like half the development of my Chain Lightning, maybe less than half, a third of the development of my Chain Lightning, but it's doing like very comparable damage. In any case, both of those two damage is trash, right? All our damage is just coming from ops mainly. Oh, Study, congratulations, you broke 1 kill yesterday. I remember when I first hit 1 kill, man. It takes a while to get there, but then the queues just start pouring in. And then soon you would be hitting little S. So I think from 1 queue to 2 queue, it's a lot faster. And then thereafter you would soon hit 10 queue. 10 queue to 100 queue is about the same kind of time. 100 queue to a S is also about the same kind of time. I could read just about anything, to be honest, but it helps the things I read. Well, like history of plant genetics or history. Ooh, nice. So it's a very academic style kind of reading. Can I explain how the ticking damage works? Yeah, sure. So firstly, it is unbounded. So if we look at this, every time Poison Swarm ticks, the damage is increased by 5x of Poison Swarm's base damage. So my base damage is 597. With the increased bonuses and whatnot, let's just work off 597, right? So 600. Okay, let's say 600 multiplier. First tick ticks for 600. Second tick ticks for 600 times 5, so 3000. The third tick ticks for 600 times 10, which is 6000. Then 600 times 15, 600 times 20, and so on. So yeah, it will just continuously tick higher and higher. And if you wanted to have a look, let me switch on the toggle. So, oh shit, I just lost my second win. So show hit text for, where is Poison Swamp? Poison Swamp, okay. We look at, I guess, tanks and bosses. Maybe it's still a bit too messy. Toggles. Let's just look at the boss. Okay, so I think, oh, there's no boss here. Well, anytime now, if a boss would like to appear. Where are the bosses? Oh, there. Okay, so we see a boss now. So I'll slow down the speed. You can see that it's ticking. It's increasing at an increasing rate. Now it's 36, 13, 500, 9, 10, 9.2. I think these are all crits. But you can see that the base number is sort of going up higher and higher each time it ticks. And yeah. And so yeah, that was the Poison Swamp damage. Getting dissonant runs help. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's very good for coin. Casey says going into menus is still sketchy. Yes, it is a little bit sketchy, but also my demon mode was down. Whenever demon mode is down, I lose my energy shields very quickly because we take a lot more damage. So like in a, oh shit, I just lost nuke. Okay, so in a landmine, scales infinite. So does Poison Swarm Plus. Yes, both of them have infinite scaling. However, we don't have infinite controls on the enemy, so it doesn't matter if they are infinite scaling. So, inner landmine scales in two ways. Chrono Jump has this amplification as well, where each additional landmine explosion hits for more and more. So if you have a small range and your inner landmines continuously go off, the damage scaling is also pretty decent. It's just like imagine smart missiles continuously connecting on enemies. I watched Pride and Prejudice with my wife. After it was finished, she said, "What do you think?" I explained I didn't understand one sentence they said in the entire movie. What was the sentence that you didn't understand? Well, I mean, I didn't watch the show. Neither did I read the book, so I don't know anything about it. Hey, congratulations, study. You held in your bracket. Nice. Let's go, man. Normally, I would sit at 19th place. Ooh, and today at 24th. Must be a hard bracket. How do you prevent ultimate weapons like that overkilling in farm runs if they do so much damage? What do you mean? How do I prevent? Oh shit, oh man, killed by overcharge. Oh guys, we didn't even get to 4,250 waves. I suck, man. Oh. Oops, wrong one. Let's see the stats. How many death defies? Let's see how happy would Bonzo be. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice if we got one more death defy, right? At least we died with a nice number. Ah, damn it. Alright. That's it. Now, what did I need to do for my utility runs? I can't even remember now. Utility is just Flamebot and shit, what did I use for my utility run? Was it Pulsar Harvester? I think it's Pulsar Harvester. I think we need to use oh wait, I'm doing easier tier, so I don't even need Dimension Core, man. I just go with Permanent Black Hole. Am I going to regret saying I don't need Dimension Core? Nah, I don't think I need Dimension Core. This seems right. I think this setup is correct. Maybe we use the orbital augment. That's smart. I think this was my setup. Oh man, Peter, I didn't even meet your expectations. I feel sad. Kristen's gonna laugh at me. Okay, so yeah, I mean it's tier 15. I don't think we are going to have to worry very much about this at all. Someone did say that I can get cells, so I've put some cells in. I guess we can get bigger orbs since we have the coin for it. We have a lot of damage already. So if I went for... oh wait, I need to switch this. Let's go... just so that I don't forget later on. Let's go with fetch and summon. And over here, I think this setup is fine. We just go for the damage. So we do the utility dissonant run here. Oh, damn it. Am I at 98 meter range? No. Okay, let's just leave it. Let's just put my ops all the way out. No, I need to put my ops in. What am I doing? I'm too tired now. Too depressed from dying. Let's switch off this thing. And there's nothing else that I need to do over here. Okay. Disco damage grind should get you there with a decent echo. Do we know how Greeny's wave skip trick works? Yes, Peter. So first, you're referring to tournaments, I presume. So basically, wave skips are seeded in tournaments, which means that if we both have the same wave skip mastery, we are going to skip the exact number of waves, the exact same number of waves at the exact same time. And this is across all tournaments. So if I know that I'm skipping, say, wave 1502 to 1507, that 5 waves, I know that I'm going to make that skip. Let's say a fleet pops out in the middle. Now, every wave has a different fleet spawn. So there are 2 different types of seeds, right? There's a seed for the number of wave skips that we have, and there's another seed for the number of for the fleet spawn in that particular wave. So if we skip that number of waves versus if we do not skip that number of waves, the 2 fleets that could emerge might be different, and in which case you can decide whether or not you want the easier fleet or the harder fleet by deciding whether to take on or remove your wave skip. Casey says tier 14 and below is pretty brain dead. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I can survive tier 15. We have enough damage, surely. Pulsar Harvester shouldn't work on utility runs because ELS is disabled. No, I don't think so. I think Pulsar Harvester works. There is a 2.5% chance that it will reduce the enemy's health and attack level by 1. This is not a level skip. This is a reduction in their level. It should work, but I'm not sure. I don't think the enemies would survive long enough for me to actually test that out though. So by the time overkilling due to having damage ceiling so high, I'll probably have damage slider or workshop presets to compare. Yeah. Ness, that would be amazing, in which case I would be done all the way to tier 18 at the moment. Casey, my tournament is currently 2nd place. Yeah, this guy's in Crowbar's guild. Do I not have game speed as a priority perk? No, my first perk priority is still perk wave reduction, and then I get the game speed right after. So yeah, but I mean, this is just going to be like my typical farm setup. I don't foresee that I will die using this setup. Regarding wave skip, is it different each tournament so he maps it out first? Yes, Peter, that's the case. So he does a couple of runs each tournament. auto select perk off. No, I'm just leaving it on. It's basically AFK from here because I've managed to do it on tier 18, Casey, and things are a lot easier in lower tiers. So I'm just going to go down all the way to tier 1 and complete all the utility dissonance. Anyway, I think this would be a good time for us to wrap up the stream for today. Unfortunately, we didn't have a very good day. We're kind of in a sad place at the moment, right? We didn't manage to complete the ultimate weapon for tier 18. This would, I guess, have to wait until next Thursday before we can get it done. We also didn't manage to get the tier 21 milestone. That's unfortunate. We also didn't get first place in tournaments, but I guess we just suck. But anyway, thank you all for joining the stream. It's been fun chatting with all of you. Have a good week ahead, and I'll catch you guys next week on stream.